I glued it. I make sure I initially stamped some holes. Glue has basically disappeared. It's clear, so I'm gonna try to restamp this thread. So first things first, let's get the needles and thread going. Got my pliers, my 2 needles, and my thread. So, all right. So let's measure how long the item is and then times it by, so was it 7 to 8? I know I was in between going down to 6. So at the last time I remember, we'll do it times by 7, just so I have a little excess. I'd rather have, because I was coming out with at least 24 inches of excess and 12 inches on each side. So I didn't mind that, but let's double check this one more time, making sure I don't go too excessive with this. I know I have over 300 yards, but I just want to be efficient. So we are gonna go with 4. So that's 8, 8.5, and then we have. So I get 13, so I add 1/4 of an inch for some turns, and I got a back stitch as well. So that's what I'm saying. It'll be 13 inches, 13 plus 26, so we'll do 72. I'm not doing 72. I will times it by 4. So we'll do, okay, here we go. Make sure that out. 48 inches. We'll do at least, yeah, we'll do 60. 60 sounds more reasonable. Okay, so 60. So we got 18, 20, 40, 60. No, I took off an inch. Should have been 63, or 60. So it should more like 61, 62. But I know I've been over 12 inches of each side, so I'm okay with cutting numbers cutting a little short. So it's gonna be okay. So my 60 inches. It's definitely more than enough. I just want to make sure I can do a beautiful box stitch. So we're gonna start with the front. I don't have a stitching pony. And then I also have to double check all my some of the holes across the glue edges as well. Make sure they're nicely stamped so it is easy to pull through. And also I have the awl, which I can further assist. I know usually when the gluing process, the holes kind of seal up a little bit. I know you guys, why did you do that? Just because the second time around, it's a whole lot easier. So 1 hit instead of like 5, or 2, or 1 instead of 2. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So. There we go. Remove excess of the paint. All right, and then I also have my bedazzling pen and all my awesome bedazzling gear. So when I get to it, we can see we will have awesome. I have some color changing ones, or volcano cold, just so like tricolors. So I'm gonna have to go through and decide what I should be putting on this. In a couple of minutes, I'll start heating up the device. But let's get this hole punching, since I now have officially. Always make sure the tails are even. Keeps the sewing later on. The more, you'll be having to do this in 5 minutes, or you're doing it now. So it's more or less efficiency at work. Okay, and then hammer. Let's do the corner edges first. Oh, that's in smoothly. I just had to slightly press that in. Okay, so, all right, I think I'll just go across and just lightly press, because that's coming, press, moving. That's why. So, just move right along into each hole, gently. I don't think I really need to apply too much pressure. Phenomenal. Yay! This would be less likely my needles will break. Unless I'm doing something else very careless. But pre-punched holes. Come on. 2 at a time. And make sure the back is nice as well. It's kind of a nice little reminder for that, just so you can see the back, how straight the back is. And I have edge coat, or no, was it an edge coat? No. If I do this nice and tight, you won't really see the edge line that's in there. Okay. There we go. Just push that through all the way. Get through each corner. And let's get the one. Like they have nice corner turns, so nice pivot points. Make sure the points are open nicely. All right, one more. Okay, this side isn't as easy. Okay, so let's start back from the beginning. Okay, that smooth move. Okay, next 4. Okay. Okay, all right. I can just slightly get, no, the glue sealed them up a little bit. Okay. And then let's go back to the 2. And then so this is reformed out nicely. I know the bottom is, this side is. I'm going to start in a couple, 3 or 4 in, work my way to the corner, then work my way all the way back. So basically start and end at the top. If I do it right, it won't look clunky at all. So clean up the tools that I have out so far, and we can get to doing. And I'll varnish afterwards the inside with the Tolkien. Take the pen, so that nicely. Hopefully I don't need the razor blade to cut this out. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. Needles the same length, tails the same length, pull them nice and tight. Everything's even, equal, so there's no wonkiness throughout the process, and less likely to get knots or have one short end, one long end. So you don't want one short end, one long end. So equal, and then I do front to back and keep that going. If you're going to keep front to back or back to front, if you switch back randomly, the stitch won't lay down as beautifully. So let's keep in mind front to back and not I'll lose a finger. All right. Oh, this is such soft. All right, come on, gentle. Okay. Let's do 2 more stitches and then I know it won't move. All right, so front. Let's see how this looks after 3 stitches. It looks like I have maybe possibly 1 more, and then I have to do the turnaround. Hopefully that doesn't look big, bulky, or noticeable. So just make sure it lays nice and flat. Front to back. And then I will be doing edge coat after a lot of the other final touches as well. Probably do the edge coat before I do the bedazzling, because it kind of gets everywhere sometimes, just like that glue. If you're not careful, it just spreads. Okay, so we got stitches in the first couple, so it's not going to go anywhere. Now I have to lock it. So bring this front to back, and then continue working all the way down. Make sure it lays nice and flat, rub it, keep the tension proper, don't equal, even, light. All right, front to back. All right, let's see. Ooh, there we go. Oh, yes, you can break these needles easily. Too many actually that I like to account for. All right, so needles are always kind of staying in there, kind of always floating, but keep them nice and secure. Let's see where we are at. There we go. I have 1 more stitch to back over to have this nicely secured in this beautiful item. All right, front to back it is. Neat. Beautiful. Laying down. Front to back. Back to front. No, no, no. Front to back. Now I have officially secured this. 4 stitches in, 4 stitches out, and now we continue. It'll be a whole lot. This is pretty easy because it's only a single layer of leather just to go through, but it's so flimsy almost in the same sense. So yeah, it should be simple to breeze right through. It's easy to get careless of too. So patience and enjoy. Ooh, no, 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 don't pull that. Gentle. Okay, so knot, there we go, gently. We don't want knots. So If you see something knotting, don't pull it any further. Knot, make sure it lays flat. Can't even almost see it. It's actually pretty good. And warm it up. Remember, this is waxed thread, braided. So, want it to lay down nicely, or you want that glossy look to it extra, rub it out. Warm up the wax. There we go. Alrighty, it is sewing along. I think bedazzling might be part 3 because I like to at least put at least 3 layers of edge coat, and that usually takes a little bit of time to dry because I like to sand after each layer. It actually turns out very beautifully though. Nice crisp and finished edge on it though. It's worth it. I just don't want to get any of the edge coat on top of these sparkles. So the more I think about, like, I want to make sure I do the bedazzling properly and this product to withstand time and quality. Ow. I'll hold off on the bedazzle. Alrighty, check in. There we go, not bad. Alright, let's fold it over and so I have 2 different edge coats, so I can be doing a black edge coat or I could be doing a dark brown edge coat that would complement this because the thread, the material, all same color. The brown would definitely be a nice classic touch to it. So the more I talk about it, the more I talk myself into the dark brown versus the black. And the black always has a nice little stark pop. I mean, I like it, but we'll go with the brown because I'm already going to put the bedazzling sparkle on it. Don't want the black even take away from it. No. Oh. Where are you? Okay, there you go. These needles are pretty sharp, so it's easy to make your own holes. I mean, new ones, you're like, oh, that's not the one I wanted. I'm like, oh. So try to be careful of that as well. Ooh, it's getting close to dinner time as well. All right, so you see what I'm coming up with a little frustration here. I see this little loop. I'm trying to make sure I don't get, or let's pull it slightly where it does not knot. I see it knotting, I want to pull it. Or let's pull this loop. Don't want to knot, I don't want to knot. Oh well, I don't care. Needle falls out, I can put that back in. I just don't want to get a knot in the beginning. The reason I've been focused on these cute little card holders, I've been trying to minimize my wallet space and I want to find different alternatives that are pretty that I made, and it's not bulky. Like, I love the purse, but it seems bulky. Oh no. Okay, so when this happens, you push it to the wrong side, just pull it right back out. So never pull it through. So I was pulling the back through the front. So I caught myself. It's front to back. Ooh. All right. Focus, you ugly duckling. Oh. All right, we're almost down to the double-sided pieces. Maybe 3 or 4 more stitches. There we go. So, I am approximately 2-3 stitches from the next little over here to go over to the actual card. So hold on. Ooh, let's see if it actually something card will fit. I just don't want to. Oh, that is the bomb. Hold on. It slid in nicely. Ho ho. Oh. Okay. So my gluing paid off. That's what that's telling me. I get so happy when I'm like when my patience pays off. It's like quality. Or it looks just so much nicer when it's not glued all over the place. And I'm not having to stretch out the item to get the glue to adhere to the other side, which I've done to my beginning pieces. So I want to ensure I'm doing better every time. So this is the one before the edge. Starts the double panel for the pocket. Double panel for my pocket. Darn. Okay. Lovely needle just wants to fly. And I definitely want to be, we're finally, yes, finally to the double-sided portion. And as well, I want to make sure I use small dazzle stones as well on this item. I don't want to use any large ones, so I definitely have to shift through some of the colors, because most of them were multi-size packs. So I want to make sure I get the right size out of the color that we decide on as well. So I want to make sure I stick with a smaller millimeter, maybe a 2 or 3, maybe, or maybe more like a 2. We'll see. I gotta double check. What's the one I have set up for now? I apologize. I have 3 millimeters set up on this device at the moment. There we go. Oh. First stitch in from the edge on the pocket. It looks good. Even. It's looking straight. It's as much as I can ask for. It's looking straight because my holes were straight. Where is the next one? Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I think I need to put all through this one. Size the hole out just a smidge. this glue definitely is adhered to the other side. There's no way. So basically this hand stitching is more for aesthetics because this glue is stuck together for sure. There we go. Repunch some of the holes again with y'all. I feel better. Now let's get back to it. There we go. There we go. It's smooth. Ooh. There we go. Making sure I pull the string to the side. Definitely got this done. It's almost a peaceful activity, but I didn't have to worry about the sharp needle. It would be peaceful. Uh-oh, did I do something wrong? I missed the hole. Okay. There we go. Let's try it again. There. Ready? Perfect. Dun, dun. All right, let's show you what's going on here. So this is my front. The back is looking beautiful. Coming through, laying down nicely. Can barely tell. So it's coming along. Front to back. Alrighty. I need more nimble fingers. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Perfect. Just a bit, a little wiggle room. Oh, come on. Awesome. We're gonna, oh. Oh. I am having a blast. Nice and neat and under control. There we go. Probably should be using these pliers instead of my poor little fingers. I'm gonna get calluses. Not the good kind. Okay, yes, I'm grabbing the right string. Whew. There. Next hole. Come on, Captain. Okay, so it's, let's see. Let's put the scrawl. Ooh, that was close. I know I punched these twice. Just looks like I need a little extra help. Now, we're 4 stitches from the turn. I want a beautiful point. That is what I want. The point at the end of the tunnel. I want the magic. I want the fun. Dun dun. Boom boom. Oh, that is the cap. Actually, I think I have a little bit of walnut stain that might actually help with some of the little edge coloring from this edge coat, from the drawing of the line. If it doesn't all go away, but probably by the time I'm done, I can get this nice and tight and you won't really see it. So probably go in there with a dark walnut stain. Okay, I'm in the right hole. I'm in the right hole. Are you in the right place? Because I know I'm in the right place. I'm stitching in my studio. And here is my point. Oh, wow, that was easy. Oh, well. Whoop. Oh, that corner looks beautiful. Oh, yeah. Nope. Let's take the awl again. There we go. Beautiful. Just take a little bit. Oh, no. That was wrong. That was back to front. I don't want back to front. I almost had another catastrophe. All right. Flip it over. Back. Or, sorry, front. Because it flips over to the front. Okay, yeah, no, that was right. Try not to get these twisted at all. and nice and secure. Oh, I did it again. I'd rather catch it early, otherwise I can't complain. There we go. Stitch it. You gotta do the right box stitch. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. There we go. What I didn't. Oh, okay. So if you see here, it looks a little interesting, just so we could have an idea of the corner. If you see a little tab there, I can put dye on to fix that. I'm about an inch in here, so it ends about right there. I'm still stitching. So all the way across. And let's do a couple more stitches. And then we can see how much more I have to possibly push more holes into this, I think. Because this, there we go. It's kind of been stiff, I have to say. The glue is not my friend today. Or working with me really well. All right, hole, where are you? There we go. Perfect. Massage it, move it, make sure it lays beautifully. Oh, no. There we go. Actually, why? Okay, so for some reason it's like a little bit easier to see on this end. Okay. All right. Perfect. Work with it. Mm-mm. There we go. Whoop. It is. Whoop. Fires. At least I'm pulling away from me. Remember, safety. All right, and nope, a little bit further. have to say they definitely hide these holes. Just had it. Okay. There. The glue seals them up tight and makes them stiff. Makes it stiff to work with. Oh, I found it. Oh. Ooh, no. Did I get that right? I did. It's just really tight. Okay. Take the awl a couple more times. All right. So let's do a touch base again. So started here, all the way here, halfway through, finished to the edge of this corner here. I'm gonna do a couple more pokes in here. I know I keep there. Let's keep on going. Wrong direction. There we go. And wrong needle too. All right. All right. Ooh, careful. I have to say, they're nice and tight. Beautiful stitches. There we go. I just found one more. I found one more hole that I missed. Oh, I'm in it. Okay. Ah, okay. Wow. Dun dun. Oh, there we are. Nope. There we go. There we go. Beautifully. I'm almost to the corner. All right, let's get to the corner, at least. Okay. All right, good. Try to make sure I didn't lose anything. All right. And now we are, let me get to do the last, we are at the corner piece. So, all this edge here, all here. Let's mold and soften the wax and let it nicely fold over. There we go. Nice, cool, awesome lines. Straight. Phenomenal. So, whoo. All right. I'm going to also figure out how I'm going to keep this closed as well. Is the next dilemma. So let's finish stitching this and then we'll go get the edge coat. And the edge coat, I have to let it dry. So we'll come back after my edge coating is done. But let's get through this into the edge coat. Right? And I did not turn the heat element on, so bedazzle can wait. Oh. Come on, don't give up on me now. Don't run away now, little needles. The job is not done. There we go. This is, no, all right. I wish I could put a knot in this so I wouldn't lose it, but that's, I couldn't pull it through the material if I had a knot in it. Come on. There we go. There we go. It's full, looking nice. Barely see it. That's so nice and tight it is. But not so tight where my fingers hurt me. So, I'm doing good. forward to that flimsy part again. This darn glue portion just for the pads. There we go. Okay. Okay. Put the needle back on. I actually might just have enough. So it was about 12.5 inches it was. So I rounded it down to 12. And then I times it by, what was it? Times it by 5, I think? Yeah, 5. And then I did 60. So I've been trying to use less or have excess behind of the thread. So this is my attempt. Looks like I might have enough to just get through. I hope I did not just mess up by cutting just a smidge too much. I was trying to save, let's see if the times by 5, the length of the project times 5. Because I did have it 6, but I was getting over 24 inches of excess material. So 24 inches of excess material times how many projects that I do, that is a lot of material. So that's the reason why I went down to 5s. And 5 times by 5, then times it by 6, 7, or 8. Because I was trying to do by set 8, then I have a lot of excess, too much string to work with. So 6 was good, but the last couple projects I was still ending up with 24 inches in total of excess. So that's why I did by 5 this time. Or as the thought I had of trying to probably do a box stitch on my handmade products, not have as much excess and utilize everything that I have. So by 5 is working so far. Almost done with the pocket portion on the second side. So I'm back down to the front flap. Nope, I want that, yes. A little bit of the material. Alright, so that you see over here, here, and I'm right here at the moment. All the way up. Let me go get that edge coat. I have my tool to apply the edge coat right here. And then after the edge coat's in, I'll put the talc in after that. So I'll probably come back after this is talkened and edge coat. Just to give you a heads up, so when I come back for part 3 of my new card holder with my option for bedazzling, it's gonna be part 3. Come on, anything worth good happens in steps. So when I grab, okay, that's good. All right, let's keep it going. Let's check. I'm wearing pink. Going out today. I do not want talc it all or edge coat all over my fingers. I guess it comes off, but not on the clothes. Let that set. Close off for the moment. I'm ready for the next step, but let's continue with this. And then, ooh, I have to, I have a lighter close to me, do I? No, I don't. I'm gonna need that for the tie-off portion. Alrighty. Pocket secure and officially on the end. I'm working towards the end. I'm just busting this right out. Oh. All right, hold on. There we go. All right. Ooh, don't fall out. I don't want to lose you. All right, looks like we are getting there, nice and tight edges, secured. Oh yeah, there we go, looking good. So I think I might be in the clear for 5. I think I would not times it any lower than 5. Because I know I'm in the last like 2 inches of the material, maybe 2.5. But still, like, I don't like, because I still have to backstitch a smidge, or backstitch at least 3 to 4 like I did on the others. So this is completely locked. So 5 note is the minimum I would go. Making sure that it's laying nicely. The wax is melting and looking beautiful. And a nice straight, crazy stitch. Crazy straight. Stitching. All right, just to give you a recap of what's going on. So I have about the last maybe 2 to 3 stitches left. So from here, I'm going to go up, then go back down 3, and then we will be doing, no, not that, edge go, that's what. Edge go, oh. Should give it a little more. It settles. So it also mentions shake well, so I would use this often. Sometimes the sediment separates, so it is essential. Last stitch on top, and then I work my way back to lock it. Oh. Pretty. And now we continue the front to back method. One more, and then we will pull the top through the back, so the back, there's both the strings are in the back of the item, and then we'll tie it, knot it, burn it, or cut it, burn it. All right, that's 3. Pull the top string here through the back. So both the strings are in the back, as you see here. You don't need the needles anymore. Pull them both nice and tight. As you see, these two, we'll tie them in a knot. Simple knot, not crazy. Simple knot. Nice and tight. 1/4 inch cut. And then we burn. Integrity. Okay, hold on. There we go. Lightly knotted. Rub it out a little. Ta-da! There's only one knot technically in this whole thing. Isn't that awesome? Like, started here, backed up all the way down, knotted it right here. So basically at the same places where I stopped and started. And you only have one tiny little mark? Come on! I should have learned this years ago. Like, this is, like, that stitch is like, I'm like, I would love, like, only to have one knot. So, let's put away my needles. Cleanly clean space. Arms up. Bottle out. And my tool. How do I want to do this? So I'll take my bottle, place it here so we have a surface area so I can get the edges. When those dry, I'll be able to possibly flip it up to do the top here, but I'm going to be more focused on the moment is the edges, the top and the sides. Take off anything and everything valuable. If you value it, take it off. Edge coat gets everywhere. All right. Comes off. It's just precautions. Don't need goggles for this. I just like wearing blue gloves so my hands stay clean. You let it settle a little bit, let the bubbles, some of the bubbles come out, and now just roll it along. Just the edge. The first coat really does get absorbed really well. I mean, like, there's some leathers I've used that it doesn't really adhere. This one, oh my gosh, like, I had other projects where it just loved it and just was thirsty. Ooh. Woo. Okay. dip, 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 dip. All right. So I can show you where I'm at so far. Oop. Edge here, and edge there's been done. Go over it one more time, make sure it's nice and soaked. First coat. It's always thirsty. Thirsty for a soda. Thirsty for attention. Thirsty for some love. Or just thirsty for some water. As I said, 3 coats. First coat, soaks it up, sand it down a smidge, take out some of the rough edges. Edge coat again. Let it set, let it dry, sand it, do it again. Sometimes I don't, after the second sand, when the third coat, after the third coat's dry, it's got a nice little bulb, roll over bulb on the edge, which is sometimes nice. Or I'll just sand it again. But usually I only have to sand it like twice. There we go, look at the top a little bit. Just wanted to make sure that I focused on the sides. There. Edged. You can barely tell, but you see it's kind of glisten. That's it. See, I already got all over my hands a little bit. So, ooh, I would edge coat this lining pocket right here, but I want to get everything else to go edge coat done first. Then I'll worry about that because that's gonna be very particular and gentle. But I want to make sure everything, since everything else is wet, would rather wait till that's dry before addressing the inside. There we go. Got a circle. Ready to put my forearm on it. Okay. I have to let this settle. So, I've first coat of dark brown edge coat. It's on. We'll come back later. Let it soak. Might need 10-20 minutes though. But I just said I'm doing 3 coats, and then I'll come back. So, and probably do some talking as well on the inside. Nice and smooth and soft and supple. So, don't forget. Check out the Instagram, check out the link tree, and subscribe to everything. I promise you'll like it. So stay tuned for part 3 of my new little leather project. A card holder of completely different design. Something just felt like making something awesome. So stay tuned.